Hello and welcome to PS Best Friends Reacts to the Ubisoft 2018 E3 press conference. We're also going to touch on Square Enix, but not very long because theirs wasn't very long. So, of course, with me today, Miguel Alvarez. Jeff is currently in Cali, so he's unavailable right this second. We're going to hopefully get him on for the Sony press conference, though. So it's just Miguel and I
on the press conference for Sony. So we're gonna have first what is it, live impressions, I guess.
Yeah, he's gonna be live from the show floor, like right after it happens. So he's probably gonna, like, his brain's probably gonna be oozing out his ears. He's probably gonna be freaking out. So be prepared for that. But it's just us for right now. And so we'll just run through Square Enix real fast. There's not really anything new they showed. Tomb Raider looks cool. It actually looks really good. Like, it looks really good
for it.
Gotta beat Rise of the Tomb Raider still. So
it's a lot darker than I was expecting. Like,
yeah, it's really gritty.
Even the kills, dude. Oh,
it's brutal. Yeah, like it's portraying Lara as like really like a brutal killer. So I'm excited for that. So next we had Final Fantasy 14 cross Monster Hunter World. Cool. I don't play Monster Hunter World anymore because no one plays with me, and I don't play Final Fantasy 14 at all. So cool. Babylon's End was announced by Platinum Games. This is one of the two actual new games announced here. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of similar-ish to what I'm guessing Ghost of Tsushima is going to look like. But we'll see. It did look pretty cool, though. Platinum is one of those studios where it's either a great, like a huge hit, or a total bomb. So we'll see. Just Cause 4, they showed more on that. It just looks like crazier. It looks like Just Cause 4 turned up to 11, which was Just Cause 3 turned up to, you know what I mean? They up the ante every year, but it looks cool.
I mean, the destruction with the tornadoes looks pretty cool. I wonder if you could like throw something in there, like with the grappling hook, I think it was called.
Ooh,
I remember what it was
like
called.
Swing off it
and then swing it up.
Ooh,
see what happens? Explosions and stuff like that.
I like that. That's cool. I gotta play Far Cry 3. Just Cause 3 more. It was a plus game. I have it downloaded. I just haven't played it, so gotta mess around with it.
It's a good game just to jump in there and just mess around.
Yeah, that's what I heard. So the next one was The Quiet Man, which it was a CGI trailer of a deaf, seemingly deaf guy.
It began live action, wasn't it? Or was it all CG? I thought it was like live action, and then it went into CG. I could be wrong, but that's how I saw it.
I think you might be right. Thinking back on it, I think you might be right. Either that or it was super high fidelity.
I'm reading what they wrote, and it says part of the trailer was in live action.
I think the very beginning was. I think the very beginning, and then it was like a cut, and then it turned into CG. It looks interesting, but I mean, there's no gameplay. They didn't say anything about the game, so it's kind of hard to tell. And then the rest of the stuff has been. That was the only other new thing. Yeah. Everything else has been revealed. We saw the same exact Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer from yesterday at Microsoft.
Didn't they change it a little bit towards then? I think someone mentioned that they changed it a little bit, but it wasn't much.
I think they added the Aqua thing with the Sith eyes, maybe. But I could have sworn that was in Microsoft. Maybe not. But otherwise, it was the exact same trailer. Just even if they just added that last part at the end. Dragon Quest 11 trailer, which that game's already out in Japan, so like I don't understand why I don't know. Nier Automata coming to Xbox, that was shown yesterday. Just a bunch of stuff that was shown yesterday. So, we'll move on from that. I don't really understand why they hyped this up so much when there was 2 new announcements that weren't at Xbox.
Pretty much. Quick thing here for The Quiet Man. Just stick with me, all right?
All right.
How about
just real quick? Were both of the new games were PlayStation exclusives, right? Or just one of them?
One of them is for sure. I'm not sure on the other one. Quick thing, just hang with me. How about The Quiet Man, right? How about it's part of the actual Avengers game that they're working at? How about this is like your own character you create? How about there is some live action things with your own character?
You're
like,
fucking.
This might be a tease for what's to come.
You're blowing my mind right now. I don't think that's going to happen, but if that happens,
when I saw the character, my first thing was like, "Is this like your own character?"
Like a superhero?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, and then it was just like The Quiet Man. I'm like, is this like one of the choices you have? The Quiet Man?
Like The Quiet Man is like a class.
Exactly, dude.
I like where you're thinking. I don't know if that's what it's going to be, but if it's that, and you called it, you win. I don't know. That would be awesome.
That would be great, but I don't know. We'll see, right?
We'll see. So let's move on to Ubisoft because that's the real one we want to talk about.
Yeah.
So they opened with Just Dance 2019, of course.
Dude, that bear was dancing his ass off, dude. That was great. I loved it.
Didn't they start last year's with Just Dance 2018 as well?
Yeah, they did. And
they always put on like a unique like dance parade to it.
It was good. I liked it.
I wish that it would have been awesome if they somehow got the WWE to get No Way Jose there.
Oh, that would be
But 2K
was a bear and he took out the mask and it's No Way Jose dancing.
Like, how awesome would that have been? Yeah. It would have been great. And then Titus O'Neil just trips across the stage.
That'd be dude.
Like that would have won E3 right there. Tay's laughing in the background. So the next game they showed was Beyond Good and Evil 2. I don't really know what this game is. Like I still don't know.
CG trailer was great. I gotta give them props for that. That CG trailer at the beginning, dude, that looked amazing.
Well, that and the gameplay, it was like a gameplay cut, a kind of mashup. But the gameplay looked kind of cool. But yeah, that CGI trailer was awesome.
I haven't seen if there's like an actual trailer for it, but the gameplay, they didn't zoom into the trailer. They were like out in the distance, and the two guys were talking about it. I don't know if you noticed that. Like they were not showing the actual.
Well, I thought there was like a quick gameplay mashup after that CGI trailer.
Because it looked kind of rough, in my opinion. I mean, it is an
this game is so far out. It's like I don't even want to.
It's not. I mean, even the actor Joseph Jordan
Levy, yep,
came out pretty much with he's co-owner, right?
So Ubisoft is actually partnering with his company Hit Record, and so I guess they are going to be Hit Record. I guess it's how would I word it? They're like a company that pays artists for artists can submit their stuff to his company and they pay him for art to be used in things. So I guess if you want your artwork to be used in Good and Evil 2,
if you like it, you'll get paid for it.
Yeah. So I don't know how well they pay, if it's comparable to professional pay.
You're gonna have something in a game that will help your resume if that's what you're looking for.
So that was pretty cool, but again, that game is very far off. Speaking of Titus O'Neil, Trials Rising was announced, and so I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name, but the guy that came out, pretty sure he was studio head. He rode a bike in, and then got on stage, and then tripped and fell into the podium, and the podium exploded. I can't tell. You think it was?
Yeah, that was on purpose because you could see that he actually like tripped himself to hit it, and
I can't
because that thing popped like a piñata.
I assumed it was staged initially, but then the way he was getting up, he looked like he was like, "Oh shit, how do I get out of this?"
I mean,
if it wasn't staged, that's the greatest recovery of all time. Where he's like, "Yeah, Trials is about falling and getting back up." I was like, "Good save."
Even when they were cleaning it up, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Yeah, and he was like kicking it over to him, which was kind of slapsticky. So this, I mean, it's more Trials. It looks like they're like up in the ante for Trials, which is cool. If you like these games.
There's gonna be like 8-player co-op. I think I saw 8 bicycles. So I assume it's gonna be 8-player co-op.
Yeah. So if you're a Trials fan, I mean, this definitely looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. Another February release. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everything's coming out in February because of Red Dead Redemption. Like I guarantee. Like half of these February games
has to get pushed in
October, November. First Trials game to come to Switch.
That's true.
So the next was the big one we want to talk about. Which there's actually a couple big ones. Ubisoft had a great conference, man. But this is the one you and I are hyped about, and it is Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Oh boy, did they talk about
that CG trailer, dude? Was it in-engine CG? I don't care when they started that.
There was the CGI trailer, and then they showed like a whole gameplay like snippet.
Oh my god, I got so hard, dude.
What I'm excited for is the fact that they outlined post-game content and a lot of post-game content. So there's once you beat the campaign, then you unlock a specialization, which is awesome because that gives you a reason to play after you beat it.
Sharpshooter, demolition, and survivalist.
Yeah, I want to be the guy with the crossbow.
So that's I think survivalist.
Yeah, I think so. I'm assuming you want to be the sharpshooter.
I wanted to be the survivalist, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll figure it out. We got a lot of time to decide it. But they also announced there's going to be 3 DLCs spread across the year, which is post-game content, which is what people wanted from Destiny, and it's free, like totally free. So I'm assuming there's going to be like the whatever the points were in Destiny 1, where you can buy like cosmetics and stuff. Yeah, and I'm fine with that as long as. And I was even kind of to an extent okay with Division 1 having the season pass, because the actual like content drops for the single player part of the game, or the main part of the game, those were all free. The DLC in the season pass for Division 1, it was all kind of like extra stuff. Like survival was you had survival game mode, like Underground was a separate game mode.
Yeah.
All of
I'm glad they're putting everything together for the community pretty much to keep playing. Because if you separate that out, the end game is gonna be really just repetitive, in my opinion.
Right. So I'm really excited.
What's the end game? What are we getting? What's the juicy piece that they revealed today? Come on, man. Don't miss it. The raids, bro.
Oh, right. 8-person raids. So raids are finally coming to Division. They had they were like mini raids. They weren't really raids. They were like large missions, I guess you could call them. What were they?
I'm freaking out, dude.
What were they called in the first game? Weren't strikes. They were
they were
I don't remember. Like I know they had like the yellow like chevron arrow for like to mark them on the map. But they've kind of like experimented with that in the first game, and so now they're actually making like full on raids, which is awesome.
They just made them harder. It was pretty much the missions, but just harder.
Right. So but we're super excited for that. We're gonna stay tuned in. We're both signed up for the beta. Hopefully we can get in first round.
Yeah, we already did. I like how they changed it, because a lot of the complaints was that the characters look just punchy, just pretty much just shoot at them until the bar went down. And then this time around, especially like the strong guys have armor on, so every time you see like pieces coming off, the armor is coming off, and just pretty much a reference of what you actually.
Oh, Jeffrey's joining us live from the Soul floor.
What is this? What are you guys recording?
Yes, we are. Give us your quick impressions on Division 2.
Oh, I'm actually pretty excited for Division 2. The 8-player raids look awesome. Sounds awesome, just the concept of it. And the free DLC model, I love. I'm a big fan of. And the location is very cool. I like DC.
What do you think of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure?
That's been announced for a while, and honestly, I think it's just more maps and like levels. Cool for the season pass, but I mean, it's just part of the season pass. It's not really a new game or anything.
Yeah, that's cool. Skull and Bones was also announced. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that is interested in that out of us.
It looks different from what they showed at the beginning last year. So I'm more interested now than I was last year.
Jeff is eating a pretzel
Reminds
stick.
Me of a pretzel stick. Reminds me of a good-looking Sea of Thieves.
That's what a lot of people say.
I'm into that kind of. I mean, it's true.
Well, all they needed to do really was take the cool pirate stuff from Black Flag and just make it its own game, which it seems like that's what they're doing. So I'm in.
The next one, Starlink. That was shown in here. We're getting Star Fox, right, in the game?
Star Fox is on the Switch version.
And the Switch only.
Star Fox is only on the Switch version just because it's in Nintendo. But I'm excited for Starlink. I was interested in it last year when they revealed it, the Toys to Life type of thing. But the fact that Star Fox is in it is awesome. I'm definitely buying that R-Wing Toys to Life toy.
I assume everyone's gonna end up buying that.
Yeah, I guarantee the Switch version is gonna sell out of
Jeffrey, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, Starlink looks pretty cool. I saw the box for the Switch version with these R-Wing plastic toy, and I'm down with that. But I really don't want to play with so much plastic, like in my controller. I collect more plastic. Like, trust me, I'm an amiibo collector who has the entire Super Smash Bros. Series. I can't collect any more shit. I don't got the room,
Yeah, we'll see if
looks very cool, and I like seeing a Star Fox with proper, space battles.
In Skylanders, do you know, were you able to just buy the characters digitally, or did you have to have the toys? I know it's a different company.
For Amiibos?
No, for Skylanders. Like, were you able to buy like a digital version of the Skylanders, or you had to have the actual toys?
I think I heard Skylanders, and Skylanders know you needed the physical piece. You could not get a digital version unless you have to.
I mean, that's Activision.
But also, I think that's going to be it for me. It seems like they're starting. Good talking to you boys, and see you after PlayStation press conference, which should be the tits.
Yeah, good shit. We'll see you in about an hour and a half. So the last one was the other big one.
There you go.
And sorry about the loud noise with Jeff being there. He's literally on the show floor, like about to sit down for this one.
We're talking about Splinter Cell, right?
Yeah, the game that I predicted would show up in a big way and did not. So I'm doing real bad on my predictions so far. At least my non-PlayStation predictions.
Oh, the other big one. All right, okay.
Yeah, so this one, Tay, my wife, actually is really interested in this, and it makes me excited because then I have an excuse to buy it. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Yes. So this looks awesome, man. This looks like they're taking everything good about Origins and just expanding on it in this game. And boy, am I excited to have skipped Origins because now I don't have fatigue for Assassin's Creed this year. Because I can't wait to play this.
Dude, the game looks beautiful. The colors, dude. It's so beautiful, dude. Just, everything pops, in my opinion. Compared to Origins, that it was it was in the desert. So, I mean, it had to be a little bit more... Pretty much everything was orange.
This game, it screams Mediterranean, which is awesome.
Oh, yes, it is.
I was telling Tay before, I'm Greek, and so I'm probably never going to really get to go to Greece in my lifetime. So it's going to be cool to see. I know it's not an exact one-for-one recreation of Greece, and it's obviously not modern Greece either, but it's going to be cool to kind of visit a place of my heritage, a big part of my heritage. So it's going to be cool going there. I like the idea of, either or for the character select. Because in Syndicate you had the brother and sister,
but you
swapped in and out of them. Whereas with this game, you pick one or the other, and that's who you play.
So the male name is Alexios, and the female's name is Cassandra, which is the name of my sister. So I might play it as her.
Yeah, I might play as her too. But we'll see. If Tay's doing her, I might go the guy.
I wonder what it changes. Like, does how people interact with you change? Because at that time, I mean, it is a woman against a male. I assume.
Yeah, but there were a lot of women warriors. I feel like, because I think your character is a Spartan.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like with the dialect change, for that reason.
Yeah, that's something to definitely look into. That would be a good question for Jeff to ask if he goes to the Ubisoft booth this coming week. So we'll have to remember to tell him to ask that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm super excited for this game.
I'm down for it.
I think it, like you said, it looks absolutely beautiful. The colors look great. The graphics.
Dude, obviously,
this was running on. I'm assuming it was running on an Xbox One X because it was running on an Xbox because you saw the buttons. So I'm assuming they would want to show it on the best version of the Xbox.
I mean, they could be running it on a PC using a PC.
That's true. That's true. Like an Xbox build, but on a PC, which companies have done a lot on E3. So
the game is coming out on October 5th. They gave the date.
Another goddamn October game, man. Many games coming out.
The first one in October, the big one. One of the big ones coming out first.
Yeah, and with the Black Ops 4 leaks today.
It wasn't leaks, it's confirmation.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that more on the actual podcast. We'll don't worry, we'll get the Black Ops 4 in the podcast.
Thanks for the For Honor fans. It's getting an expansion, right? It's called Marching Fire.
Yeah, I think it's Marching Fire. I think it's something like that. I think that's it. So a new season with For Honor. There's a new starter pack or starter edition or whatever. I don't know if they said it was on consoles as well. I think it's definitely on Steam, where it's kind of like the free to play version of Siege, where you get the base game free with a certain number of character classes, and then you unlock everything as you would normally had you bought the base game.
Did say that the game was gonna be free, but I'm not sure if it's on consoles or just on PC.
Yeah, because like I said, I know they did that with Siege on Steam. I guess you play and then you could link it to Steam.
Exactly.
So it's worth looking into. If you're a fan of For Honor, look into it definitely. If it is kind of like a free to play starter kit on PlayStation, I'm sorry, or even Xbox. If that's what you're playing. Definitely try it out. It's definitely a fun game, but it's a game you really need to get invested in if you're going to play it for more than a couple days.
And I'm not sure I think they give the release date already for the Crew 2. I think during the week, but they confirm it's coming out on June 29.
Oh, that's soon. Wow, cool. A couple weeks.
Yeah, the Legend.
It looks interesting. I don't know if I would rent it. I don't know if I would buy it just because there's so much other stuff I'm playing. Oh, yeah. But it does look interesting though, and I have been kind of feeling for a racing game, and Horizon 4
in June.
On Xbox
coming out in June
for a while. So that's going to wrap it up for our Ubisoft kind of impressions / recap. We'll definitely be back later tonight. And Jeff will be with us. We're going to be talking all about the Sony conference, and that's going to be episode 56 for this week.
Yes.
So we'll be posting that on RSS feeds as well as YouTube. But thanks for watching. Let us know what you think of Ubisoft's conference and Square Enix's conference, which we barely talked about because there wasn't a lot to talk about. And we will see you all in a little bit.